Dear all, in this session I'll be discussing about the most important project and seminar topics related to the area of power system. I have discussed one more session in the previous video related to power system, and I'll be putting the same video in the description box. You can able to click on the link and please watch that particular video. And also it's available in the I button of the particular video. Let us continue the discussion. So I'm mainly targeting UG students, then PG students and research scholars. Okay, so let's continue the discussion. So the first topic I would like to suggest you, the distributed generation active power control to the grid. So distribution generation is nothing but you are going to produce the renewable energy sources and you will be providing a local grid. You are going to create a local grid so that you can able to minimize the transmission line losses. Okay, so you have to identify any type of suitable controller for the DG. Okay, so make a literature review, detailed literature review, compare different methods, say 3 methods, method A, method B and method C. You can make a suitable comparison and you can make the performance also. So that itself become a seminar or project topic. Okay, you can go ahead with the topic. Now, next topic is transformer inrush current analysis and calculation. First of all, you have to create the mathematical modeling or equal circuit, do the analysis and detailed simulation, and practically you can perform. For example, take 2 kVA transformer which is available in laboratory and compute the inrush current. Okay, so you can make the comparison between theoretical value of inrush current and practically whatever the value you are getting. You can make a suitable comparison. And if you want, you can create the M file in MATLAB, right? In that manner, you can go ahead with the particular project. So next important project is peripheral interface controller based power factor correction. Here you require the PIC microcontroller. You are first of all, you are going to identify the power factor. You are going to calculate the power factor of the particular load. So with the help of microcontroller coding, you have to perform that. And you are going to identify the lagging. Either the power factor is lagging or leading. I mean, look at the waveform. Okay, from the waveform of voltage and current, you are going to identify. So you have to perform the calculation with the help of PIC microcontroller. That's the main part of the particular project. Okay, so you need to use the PIC microcontroller. According to that, you can able to develop. So coding, you need to know the coding in PIC microcontroller, how to burn and how to get the result that is required. According to that, you can able to identify. The PIC microcontroller will analyze whether the power factor is lagging or leading. So I have given the details about the analysis here. You can just go through that, how it can be done. We are going to check the current and voltage, sensing of current and voltage. Later you are going to compute whether the power factor of the load is lagging or leading. Accordingly, we have to provide the control signal. That's it. So this can be implemented in the area in the course, especially BE and MTech. So next is electrical load control using personal computer. Okay, so you have to use any of the technique, how you are going to control. For example, you can implement PLC or SCADA based technique you can able to implement. So entire load data that should be available in your computer, just like automation. This project is actually related to automation project. Okay, accordingly, every information should be available in your computer. For example, implement PLC SCADA based controller. That will be better. PLC will do the controlling action. SCADA will perform the monitoring action. So likewise, everything is available in your generating station. If possible, better visit a nearby your generating station. How the control room operate. You can have a look on that. In the simple manner, you can able to make a simple prototype for the load of a particular home or a particular building. You can able to make out easily. Another important topic is home automation system by using Zigbee. Okay, Zigbee is actually mainly for the communication. It's a communication software. Here we require one microcontroller and the Zigbee software. According to that, we can able to make out. Okay, microcontroller. To the analysis, we require microcontroller. Zigbee that is mainly used for the communication. Okay, so you can able to make, you can sense different parameter like light level, then gas detection, temperature level by using different type of sensors as mentioned here. Okay. So the sensing parameter can be decided. The microcontroller program you have to add. According to that, a program will run. So program that microcontroller and the sensor to be used. So based sensor output will be given to microcontroller. So microcontroller will do the processing according to the program, and the output of the microcontroller that is connected to Zigbee software. Okay, Zigbee technology. According to that, you can able to work out. Okay, so this is the way how it can be done. Home-based automation system through Zigbee. So that is also one of the suitable BE or MTech level project. Next is monitoring of PV panels and measurement system for solar system. So first of all, you have to study the basics of solar system, how to specify a solar panel, what are the parameters need to be mentioned. For example, different parameter like ISC, short circuit current, and open circuit voltage, fill factor, then temperature, all the parameter you need to measure. Okay, how we can able to measure. Okay, how to monitor PV panel, and that is also automation can be done. Automation, you can go ahead with automation, or just check any other softwares or any other technologies are available. Try to identify which methodology is better. So this is one of the topic. You have to identify which method can be adopted, which method can be implemented. Okay, so that is one of the useful project. Next is fault characteristics of distributed solar generation. Anywhere for distributed power generation, you are producing the solar panel, you are producing the solar power locally, and you are creating in a separate grid that is called DG. So whenever you are performing the DG operation, there will be a lot of problems, a lot of issues. Identify those issues, and you are actually identifying those issues, and you are making the detailed analysis. Okay, there will be a lot of fault. There will be a lot of fault will be happening whenever you are implementing the DG. What are the major challenges that you identify that is required? Okay, you are identify the fault magnitude, then magnitude angle, sequence component, IA0, IA1, IA2, like this different components will be there, no? That you are going to identify. So try to download some papers related to fault analysis. Okay, symmetrical or asymmetrical fault analysis. You have to download some papers, get the details. Okay, that can be implemented in the area of DG. There are a lot of challenges. It is not an easy task. Now I would like to discuss about another topic, design and implementation of lead carbon based storage system. There is a, what are the challenging issues of electrical energy storage system? Please identify, and regarding this combination. So just identify how to design lead battery system and what are the major issues. It can be done as a study project, or you can go ahead with the seminar. Okay, design and development of lead carbon battery storage system. For developing hardware, it is somewhat difficult. Anyway, you can do the analysis, detailed analysis. This is apted for symposium or seminar presentation. So next one is active voltage control for doubly fed induction generator based wind farm integrated power system by coordinating active and reactive power and wind speed variation. So this is actually one of the DFIG based project. And how do you control active and reactive power? What are the factors which are depending on active power and reactive power? Okay, anyway, reactive power that is directly depending on the voltage. So how to compensate, how to control the reactive power in case of wind farm? Especially, you can have a literature review on the wind farm. Better you visit nearby your wind generating station if available. So that could be better. Just go through the data. Okay. So data collection is required for this particular project. Try to collect the papers as much as possible. Visit a wind farm and get the parameters of doubly fed induction generator. How does it operate? Do the mathematical modeling and try to draw a whole block diagram. Then only you'll be getting the idea. And which control is better for implementing the control of active and reactive power? Please identify. So next I would like to explain about another topic, time varying interharmonics in different types of grid-tied PV inverter system. So what are the power quality issues? What are the major power quality issues? What do you mean by interharmonics issue in case of grid-tied PV inverter system? Okay. So get the data from different papers. You can visit nearby one of the PV power plant. Is it available nearby your home or college? Just identify. Next, another technology, generalized integrator based control scheme for single stage grid interfaced solar energy conversion system for power quality improvement. First of all, you can have a comparison between different type of control strategy. So generalized integrator is one type of control strategy. You have to compare, you have to take another two control strategy that should be compared with the generalized integrator. Then you can say that the GA is having more advantageous features as compared to other type of topology. That way you can able to conclude your project. This can be presented in a seminar also. You can do a simple simulation. You go to go to the examples of MATLAB. You'll be getting a lot of examples. Okay, no need to create the separate grid model or everything is available in the example. Same thing you can access. And multiple improved notch filter based control of single stage PV system tied to a weak grid. So you have to study the importance of notch filter technology. What do you mean by notch filter? Okay, what are the advantages? If I am going to add the notch filter in this type in this combination, how the performance can be improved, that you can identify. How to improve the power quality, that thing can be identified. So get the details about notch filter. That design of notch filter itself is a one of the good project. So this is a whole system. You are drawing a block diagram, then you are saying that we are going to implement the notch filter. That itself is a seminar, a good seminar or a project topic. You can go ahead with that because everything we cannot implement. You concentrate in a particular area, take that particular area and develop. Then you can wind up. Okay, that is my suggestion. Next one is a design and optimization of solar power conversion system for space application. You just visit the website of ISRO, then NASA. Likewise, the major leading organization do visit different organization, get the information. What is the importance of solar power system in the space application? At least you can have a design for a particular spacecraft vehicle. How many panels required? What about the position? Okay, many mechanical aspects, civil aspects, everything will come under the picture. Okay, at least you can have a design for a spacecraft vehicle. How many panels you have to add? What about the backup, battery backup? Everything matters a lot. You can have a detailed analysis. This itself is a good BE project. Then microcontroller based transformer protected system. First of all, you have to identify what are the major issues which are facing in case of transformer. Especially you can check the oil level, then current, then voltage, then what I can say, power. Okay, all the parameter, electrical and mechanical parameter need to be considered. Insulation level, like oil level, then current, voltage, etc. Everything can be measured. If in case anything anything goes wrong, you can identify. You can make a small prototype this particular project. Okay, I have done the similar kind of project in my BE course. That means the PLC based transformer protection. That was quite interesting. I have used the PLC. Here you can use the microcontroller. Okay, microcontroller. You are going to decide what are the parameter need to be monitored. According to that, you can able to make out in microcontroller. We can do the coding. We require the sensor. We need the sensor. Identify the sensor. What are all the sensors which can able to sense the oil level, then current, voltage, etc. According to that, the sensor output can be given to microcontroller. You have to do the coding in the microcontroller. Then output can be taken out. Okay, according to the output, you can give the buzzer or any type of alarm, such a way that whenever fault is occurred, we'll come to know. Even you can add the communication software. Communication software also can be, communication system also can be implemented so that you can able to communicate with the remote system. Suppose your transformer is locating at a substation, the assistant engineer is residing in a faraway places. Then he will come to know that whether the fault is occurring in the transformer or not. So that's also quite interesting. Apply for the fund also. You can go ahead with the funding. Then design and performance analysis of three-phase solar PV integrated unified power quality conditioner. So I have downloaded one paper. It's available there. First you will read the abstract, what is in the paper. Okay, how the UPQC can be improve the performance of the three-phase solar integrated system, how it can overcome the problem of power quality, so that you can able to make a detailed analysis. You can compare with other type of static compensator devices like UPQC can use SVC. So you can make a comparison. So develop a block diagram and you specify which part you are going to implement. So everything you cannot implement, but one part of the project can be implemented. So that is the suggestion from my side. So next is new coupled inductor circuit breaker for DC application. So first of all, try to identify what are the emerging technologies in the area of circuit breaker, switchgear and protection. Refer the area of switchgear and protection. Download some papers. What are the updated area regarding switchgear and protection, especially circuit breaker. So what is the importance of new coupled inductor? What is the role of this? Please identify. That is required. You have to identify the role of new coupled inductor based circuit breaker. You have to compare with the new coupled inductor based circuit breaker with the conventional type of circuit breaker. Then make a suitable comparison. Next is modeling and simulation for smart grid integration of solar and wind energy. Study the smart grid. Develop a block diagram. You can make a mathematical modeling And if you want, you can do, you can ask the help of computer science students also. It may become a, it will be becoming a interdisciplinary project. It can be done as an interdisciplinary project. Next is adaptive neurophagy interface system, least mean square based control algorithm. Here mainly we are talking about a least mean square based control algorithm. You are going to implement the least mean square based control algorithm in the area of distributed static compensator. That is called a DStatCom. So just identify what is a DStatCom and how this controller can be adopted. Why you are going to proceed with the controller? That also you have to justify. That is required. Whenever review comes, in the panel will be asked, you will be asked with that, why do you choose this type of control algorithm? What is the advantage? Why you are going for this least mean square LMS based control algorithm? That is very important. Okay. Next is new design method of an LCL filter applied in active DC traction substation. Okay, especially it is really helpful for railway system. So importance of LCL filter. What do you mean by LCL filter? So how it is helpful for the traction system, especially for every railway station or any other thing, there will be a substation. How it is going to help? And there are a lot of papers. I have downloaded one papers. Like this, you try to download 3 or 4 papers. Download the reference also. In every paper, there will be a reference. Kindly download those reference also. Definitely, you will be getting a good idea about that. Try to elaborate. Get the data, arrange in a systematical order. First, you do the analysis. If possible, you can have a seminar presentation. Later, think about the which part you can implement. For example, design and development of LCL filter for the application of DC traction substation. That itself is a very good project. Next is power management in PV battery hydro based standalone microgrid application. So this is a hybrid system. How you are going to integrate PV battery hydro? That itself is a very good project. Okay, so the load will be your microgrid. You are using a microgrid. The input will be PV battery hydro. How you are going to integrate? How you are going to integrate? How do you control these 3 sources? Okay, how you are making the load management? That is very important. Okay, that itself is one of the good seminar and the project topic. Another important topic, ISOGIQ based control algorithm for single stage grid tied PV system. Here I have given what do you mean by ISOGIQ algorithm. Elaboration I have given. So please read out that particular elaboration. Okay, try to download some or other papers more than that. This is one paper I have downloaded. You have better to download several number of papers. Make a comparison. So why you are going to use ISOGI based algorithm? What is the importance? Okay, so develop this type of algorithm. You can do the coding with the help of MATLAB software or any other convenient software, whichever you are comfortable, go ahead with that. Okay, you can do the seminar or project topic. That is also one of the suitable project for researchers. So you can comparison, make a comparison, get the result. You can publish the paper also. Lot of papers can be published according to that. That is my suggestion. In my view, that is in my view. Another topic, 3-phase transformerless shunt active power filter with a reduced switch count for harmonic compensation in grid connected application. Anyway, in order to remove the harmonics, we are going to use shunt active power filter. Everybody know that. So how it is going to operate? How do you design shunt active power filter? Okay. So any modification to be done in the area of shunt active power filter, that is also can be thought. That is one of the I'm throwing one light. I'm throwing one light towards this particular area. So another important topic is a hybrid simulation model of voltage source HVDC. Okay, VSC based HVDC. What do you mean by VSC based HVDC? You can go for the simulation and modeling with the help of MATLAB software. Or there are a lot of free softwares available, like FOSS, one of the software. It is developed by IITs. Open source software, FOSS software. You can visit FOSS. Okay, there are a lot of software. Scilab. In that, Scilab will be there. Check the feasibility. FOSS. You can just visit FOSS software. It's an open source software developed by IITs. You can check it up once. And a hybrid STATCOM with wide compensation range and load DC link voltage. Okay. So this is also one of the new emerging area in the area of FACT devices. Static compensator, application of power electronics in the area of power system. You are developing a hybrid STATCOM. Okay, what is the impact of hybrid STATCOM that you are going to inspect? That is also one of the interesting project if you are still looking for application of power electronics in the area of power system. Another important topology, a novel tensor topology for UPQFC, Unified Power Quality Conditioner. Tensor topology. What is a tensor topology? What is the advantages of using tensor topology? Do identify. So do identify, design it, develop the same thing in MATLAB or any other convenient software. That itself is a phase one project. Phase two can go for with the hardware implementation. Another thing is a power factor oriented railway power flow controller for the power quality improvement in the electrical railway power system. So that itself, we have discussed similar kind of topic in the previous slide. Likewise, you can go ahead with control, the power quality improvement in the electrical railway power system. It's a case study project. First of all, you try to collect the data with the permission, get the permission and try to get the data. According to that, you can do the analysis. You can add some suggestion to the railway. It is really so one of the social relevance type project. Okay, design and development of 10 megawatts solar photovoltaic power plant using MATLAB and Simulink. One of the suitable project which can be done in BE level. Okay, try to visit, if possible, get the visit the plant with the help of, with the permission, get the data that can be done. Distributed STATCOM supported induction generator for improving the power quality. Okay, that is also one of the important area in the power quality based project. So a lot of projects are based on power quality. So these are the challenging area, because that's why there are a lot of papers available in that. Please read out all the papers, try to get the information. Next is fussy based automatic power factor control with the DG integration of power quality improvement in DG system. So fussy based controller. So try to how to make the fussy logic, fussification and the fussy sets, how we are going to implement for this area. Try to identify the real time, then you can implement the fussy. Then harmonic analysis of grid connected power electronic system in low voltage distribution network. So you have to perform the harmonic analysis of grid connected power electronic systems in low LV networks. If you get a permission in nearby your substation or any other area, that is well and good. I recommend that. Then modeling, simulation and verification of detailed short circuit analysis of 1 into 25 kilowatt railway traction system. This you can do with the help of permission. You can seek the permission through college or through university. You can able to communicate. So data collection is the primary thing. Okay, later you can get the data, do the simulation, make the modeling. Okay. Similarly, modulation and control of transformerless unified power quality UPFC. Okay. You are going to implement some kind of improvement in the area of UPFC. What method can be implemented? So another thing is multi-level cascade type dynamic voltage restorer DVR with the fault correcting limiting function. Why you are going for multi-level cascade type DVR? What are the advantages? Think over that. Next is reactive power compensation through UPFC and STATCOM at linear and non-linear load. Okay, so how to do the reactive power compensation? Just think over that. Simulation and modeling of static compensator and wind farm in the transmission line using MATLAB analysis of bus voltage. That itself is a simulation based project. Research scholars can look at this, download the suitable papers, get the information from internet. Okay. Another topic is stability enhancement in multi-machine power system by FACS controller. That's also one of the interesting area. Then inertial response of an offshore wind power plant with the HVDC VSC. Okay, you can also go ahead. Research scholars can go ahead with this topic also. Then single phase active devices for power quality improvement of electrified transportation. That is also another important point. Then enhanced voltage sag compensation. What is a voltage sag? How to compensate the voltage sag? So better go for one of the technology that is called a DVR. It's a simple project actually. You can go ahead with it. Enhanced voltage sag compensation by using DVR. Dynamic voltage restorer. There are a lot of topics which are related to DVR. Then an improved IUPQC controller to provide the additional grid voltage regulation as a STATCOM. What do you mean by IUPQC? Identify, get the details. You have to do the detailed analysis of this. So analysis and mitigation of resonance propagation in grid connected and islanding mode. You have to identify islanding. What are the issues and challenging in the islanding operation? There are a lot of safety precautions you have to take care. So islanding operation is one of the how to avoid islanding operation. It's a very dangerous. Okay, you have to be careful. Okay, so get the details about islanding operation, how to mitigate those problems. Then artificial neural networks controller for power system voltage improvement. So artificial, you have to develop the particular algorithm, artificial neural network controller. You have to compare artificial neural network controller with the other type of topology. Comparison. That itself is a good project. Comparison. Comparing with the different method. Method A, method B, and method C. You are making comparison. You are saying that a method A hold good compared to other type of method. Why? Why artificial neural network controller is more popular than, more convenient than other methods? Identify that. Then islanding detection technique of distribution generation system. That's also one of the major topic. Maximum MPPT. MPPT of grid connected photovoltaic system employing model of predictive control. So it is one of the very good project. You can implement predictive control in the area of MPPT. Predictive control. You can compare other method. What are the advantages, features of predictive control? What are the challenges also? How to overcome the challenge? New control of PV farm farm as a STATCOM, PV STATCOM for increasing the grid power transmission limit during the night and day. So that's also one of the analysis based project. A novel high performance DC reactor type of fault current limiter. So identify a device which you can able to go for fault current limiter. A method. Okay, suggest a method, identify a method. Power quality improvement using power electronic transformer based DVR. One of the new topology, you are going to implement the new topology. Okay, that's it. Similarly, primary frequency control contribution from the smart load using reactive compensation. That's also another important topic. Then PV active power filter compensation supplies power to the non-linear load and compensating by utility current. Okay. And also robust control of microgrid frequency deviation reduction with the attached storage system. Identify what do you mean by attached storage system and how you are going to control the microgrid frequency deviation. What are the different methods? Try to download the papers, get the information. Study of very fast transient over voltages and mitigation techniques for GIS. GIS in the sense gas insulated substation. So what are the major challenging in case of GIS that you have to identify? Okay, you have to compare GIS with the AIS. Okay, gas insulated and air insulated substation you have to compare. Okay, here the dielectric medium that is going to use as a gas, normally SF6 or any other type of dielectric medium. Okay, study of very fast transient over voltages. What are the major challenges which are facing in GIS? That is a detailed, that topic is suitable for a good seminar presentation or symposium. And the simulation and performance analysis of solar PV wind hybrid energy storage system using MATLAB Simulink. That's also one of the suitable project in the area of hybrid energy storage system. Then synchronization control. Why you are going to go for PV wind hybrid system? What is the reason? Then a synchronization control method for microgrid with the droop control. What do you mean by droop control? Identify. Why should you go for droop control? Okay, there are a lot of control strategies. Why you should go for droop control? Next is high efficiency MOSFET transformer-less inverter for non-isolated microinverter application. So that is also one of the important application of power electronics in the area of power system. So in this session, I have suggested almost 50 plus seminar and project topic which is suitable in the area of power system. Hope it will be helpful for research scholars and UG and PG students. Try to download some papers related to that particular area. So it will be really helpful for you. So remaining part will be continued in the next session. Keep learning. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video.